Last week. Maybe festive is like he. Like I literally woke up at 4 o'clock. Like, you know what? So much that you just want me to pray. There is definitely no way or need. Are you gonna need tissues? Not tissues in case you need to cry. Are you gonna cry?
I don't know.
Okay. Right?
Unless this, you're perfect. That's why we lose born because naga local nature. That's why we
You get the cancer, no, let's get the cancer.
the nature and the up. So I was like, man, joining up, it will be better.
No, it's fine with you. Like, but I understand about cancer. Oh, so we need to mind our mics. So
we don't want to close.
No, we need the sunlight.
Oh,
yeah. I think this is not strong. Whoa. Naga pochos isn't. Open was up against channel.
Imile.
Yola, how young shaza packet about. Okay, this is yours.
But made in China.
Okay, so last week Sunday after church went to Woolies and wanted to get something that we can use on the channel that is non-alcoholic because I don't drink. Do you drink?
No.
Okay, because we don't drink. So we want to influence people to also not drink. So we tried to find something. Did I bully you into choosing this?
Yes, what do you mean?
Well, we'll choose another flavor next time.
Because E6-pack being up for me with like we couldn't take one.
Yeah, we couldn't exchange. So non-alcoholic cranberry cosmo. Let's twist it and taste my engine.
It's a sparkling what?
The sparkling whatever.
Cranberry lime.
Cranberry lime. It would twist. I did. Oh. That's it. Cheers to what?
New beginnings.
To get look. New beginnings. Not. I think it is nice.
So I can't really taste it.
I think you should taste it up until uphele Colgate emlonyeni. Okay, molweni bethuna igama lam ndinguZintle Limba. Welcome to Conversations with Z. I'm very mindful because ndiyakwazi and then ndine mic and I'm not sure how it works. I hope that the sound is perfect. So today we're talking things friendship, we're speaking things cancer, we're speaking things sisterhood, family structure, well, not structure, support. You just know that I've invited you and we're going to speak about cancer.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I don't know. How must I feel? I don't know.
Oh.
I just came to share my part, I guess.
Don't guess.
I came to share my part and my experience.
Okay.
How
sure about this?
Hi guys, I'm Zintle Limba's friend. We've been friends for nearly a decade now. Yeah, we met in 2015, and the rest is history.
How was I towards you when we first met?
Love at first sight. What do you mean, love at first sight? This girl never liked me. She didn't like me. And for some reason, I gravitated towards you.
So you loved me?
Well, I don't know. Like because you were in my team. And I was like, oh, okay, there's this new person. So like, now I thought I was welcoming you, Kanti. No.
Yeah, I think more than the fact that I didn't like you, it's not a matter of I didn't like you. I was insecure because I came from web help, right, where I struggled to understand the UK accent over the phone. So whenever a customer was complaining, I struggled. But and then when I went and joined the team, you spoke so eloquently. So I didn't want you to hear what I was saying to the customers. So I tried to turn my back so that because I felt like English is very poor.
And I thought you like this posh girl because if you come on, oh, you're using a Samsung. You're like, no, I'm using a Mobicel. Because
So I think it was song light. I think we both had the wrong impression of who's who. It's not like I didn't like you, Chomi. It's just that I felt intimidated because I didn't trust my English and the fact that I was not familiar with the system that was being used.
What ibandiyazigqatsa?
Obviously, because the insecurities, even so, it was more than the fact that I didn't like you. It was the fact that I had a problem with me. So, like people that are insecure or that are insecure are people that have problems with themselves, so they project kwabanye abantu. Not that I'm understand why I treated you that way. It's not meant by like ikhona into owangenzela phandle kozigqatsa. Ithini ke ngoku le nto? Guys, I'm using like I'm trying to be posh up, but engathi akuhambi kahle.
You want to check it?
Yeah, I want to go and check it. I'm sure I'd look as dark as coal because I was dark already. Let me go and check.
Dark as coal. Ihaba. Haibo. Did you pause it?
Yeah. You want to get Okay, let's continue. Actually, Nandile, the come yes.
Yeah.
You don't like sweet stuff.
And yes, it blend. And even next, like there's no flavor for me. How does it taste? Go?
It tastes like panini blush.
Nandiva.
Chemo chomkhanya isiphazamise
it tastes bad.
It tastes
to me like you have hair, lots of them. Think about it like in Tumba but like it's hair.
Yeah, the men in women is very strong. Anyways, so we'll do another video here, friendship, right? Let's just focus on this one. Yeah, so yes, but a month or two later after joining the team, we became the best of friends. Did we?
No, you told me it was going to be your birthday.
We became the best of friends after Kalo. Like after singavananga, Samba so to my friend. Trust okay, I didn't trust you. I felt like I didn't trust you. And yeah, we didn't live happily ever after. We had a lot of ups and downs. A lot of downs.
Why is it a lot? Was it a lot?
A lot of downs.
Show me. What? Twice?
Jomi, no, you lie. You are the friend that I've fought the most with.
Don't lie.
You're Jomi, we fought. We've been fighting.
Chomi,
it's only this year, last year that we came together.
22 we fought.
We constantly fight as friends.
Once or twice.
Yeah, it doesn't mean like we don't fight.
Oh yeah. Even physically.
Even physically. The reason I went bold for the first time, it is because Uyola wanted to eat the bread. And I woke up the next morning with no hair on the other side, which was very wrong. But she helped me because I didn't know Nkai and Fanila, and then I rocked my Nkai. But I was the one that was in the wrong. See, I'm painting you as the wrong person. Yeah, hence I stopped drinking. I shared my story where I got drunk, and for some reason I started pouring Savannah over Yola's hair, and she didn't like that. And Shamda has never fought in her life. And Nadukulele said, see, I'm a fighter. I throw punches. So she had to try and save herself. The only thing she could do was to pull my hair. I'm so sorry, my friend. And the next morning I went to your house and I went to apologize. And Shem, you said it's fine. I'm a purple. Abusive friendships. But God has been through a lot with us. I think we've grown so much. I think we met each other when we were quite a mess. Like there was a lot of mess happening in our lives, and God just gave us
a second chance.
A second chance, man.
And a third.
Countless times. It's so amazing that we used to part all the time, but now all that we do is to go to church. Yeah. Well, this is what happens most of the time. I'm the speaker.
Conversation.
Yeah. So let's get to you. You're gonna do the most of the speaking.
No.
It's 2022 December. We had a lot of fun. On the 31st, we celebrate the 31st was Nazo. I had so much fun. The next day, we go to the beach as a family, and then you go home. At the time, I was staying on my own, and then boom, you've been hospitalized. What happened?
So, okay. So there was, remember the time we went to the sip and paint?
Yes. It was November.
It was November.
2022.
Yeah. So I had been sick. Oh, okay. Backtrack. When we went to Johannesburg in 2022, when we came back, because I remember it was so cold during that time, and then I was like, hey, I'm getting night sweats, ne? Like I would sweat like every day, and then I was like, hey, I think I can't need TB, yeah, but I do not want to go test. I was like, okay, ndiye kwagqirha ndithi uba ndine fever, yabo. So nyani, that was fine, and then fast forward to November when we went to the sip and paint. Oh no, I think August, done abscess upper emlonyeni on my gums, and then I was like, okay, in my mind, I thought, Bana, because my wisdom tooth had not grown out, was probably you. Okay, fine. And I wore. Hey, Indy took Tezele, man, up and like I swelled up on my on my right. I swelled up. I'm like, I know so I go to the doctor, like a dentist, and then each dentist kumbana, no, your wisdom tooth, njebe amazinyo ethe kanje, yona ikhula kanje, so we'll have to take the tooth out. Okay, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, then that's fine. It was probably you. Nyan, I take the tooth out, but still, I. And then November, we go the sip and paint thing. I remember when we ate, because I could not, if ndiaja, I would throw up. And then whilst we were doing the sip and paint thing, that in Koboja, I went to the toilet. I remember telling me, Bana, develop up. Yeah, because fine, that was that. On our way home, remember what's back in, I kept on throwing up. Like, okay, I want to indone, but I'm not following it up. Bana, like, why yeah. And at that time, my feet will swell up. I didn't know what was the cause, and I was not bothered finding out at that time. I think subconsciously I was not ready to hear what could be wrong. Then it was December, because I remember
and I thought that it was the heat that was making your feet swell.
And then nazo sabuya sahlala the first endlini, the second samba sayibhitshini. Ebhitshini, I was like, hey, I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy. I feel like I'm going to like collapse. That's how dizzy I am.
But then again, it was very hot in Gansbaai.
It was really hot,
and there's no place for us to like we didn't know what to do with ourselves. Actually, umbrella.
Like it was beyond hot. Yeah. Nyani, Sashala, we were fine. And then
the feet were very swollen because you wanted to just put them in so that they could. Yeah, I remember.
And then I don't know what. It was such fish and chips. And then nalapo, I needed to go to the bathroom because I had to throw up. Okay. Sabuya. Oboya kwetu nasendlini, I felt like I need to throw up. I didn't go to work. Like ndisekamreni ndiyasifihla. Umchanam, like nayo, what is going on? And then mama asked Achibana, I didn't go to work. I think it was the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Friday went to the doctor.
Yes, so Wednesday, Thursday, the Friday, mama table, and I'm like, I can't do anything. I can like anti-week because no food.
You can't stomach anything.
Yani, so saya kwagqirha. Afika kwagqirha, athi ugqirha bana, no, I need to go to the hospital. I got to know what's wrong. sihambe sihambe
To the
esibhedlele.
hospital, yes.
Now I can't even walk ke ngoku, like ndihamba nge-wheelchair. Xa sifika phana, the nurses asked me, but oh, they put me, bafake ezaa zinto ezincamathelayo, I don't know what they call them. Bafake ezaa zinto.
They didn't know you're dying. I don't see plaster.
And I think it's to check your heart rate. And then abuze kumbana, is there anyone in your family that's got like a heart disease or kanye or one a heart attack before, whatever? I'm like, no. Angathethi kumbana, like, what's going on? I'm like, no. Hey, athi, oh, okay. Sihlale ezike public hospital. Uyahlala. Uyahlala. Nyani, dahlala, not getting any help up until Noba 10. Then I was like, oh mama, no mama, it's fine. And mom like, like, I'm gonna die because like, the way I was so weak. Fine. The next day, I get a bed. The fakwe drip at this time. They don't know what's going on. Like they don't know what's going on. Nyani, kufika ugqirha ubuza about what's wrong. Uchaza about like heart rate yam ayihli. Like ngathi umuntu lo who's going to get a heart attack. Nyani, ndimuvusele kwi-ward. Muva kwam kwi-ward, still they can't figure out what's going on. And I had a lump here. Now I thought everyone had lumps here. Like it's normal. And then no, I also have a lump here. Okay.
This is day what?
This is the Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday, Nyani, they do the normal checks. Like they can't find. I think at that time, because I was so sick, I was running a fever. That's why my heart rate was so high. I don't know. Then no one knew what, like, like no one knows what's going on. Everything looks fine, but abayazi bana why my heart rate is not going down. Nyani, eventually the Friday, the bandisika here.
So a week later.
They did a biopsy, but this thing, the tissue, and then a test. Now this is the second week.
How are you feeling not knowing what's going on? Because what are the conditions at this point in time? Are you like, how are you feeling? Like, can you now walk?
I can't walk. Okay. Like I'm swollen now, like
from your feet
up until my tummy. Yeah. So I can't walk. But yeah, like even the first week, even Uztamba was hard. Like it was really hard. Like I would be out of breath. And sometimes I'd be like, if I walk up a shower, only so I can do it up. Yeah. Even to go to the toilet it's a mission. It's a mission. Like it takes a while. And they come and take blood. Like you take blood up until there was no veins for them to draw blood.
And how do you feel not knowing, like not being able to do the things that you're naturally able to? Like you like mission be a toilet. But you find yourself in a situation where you can't take yourself to the bathroom, where you can't wash yourself. Like not because of So how did it feel like not being able to do things for yourself?
You are so vulnerable because I remember this nurse this other time. I couldn't explain. I think I did you. So whatever mandipaka like wathi wandishouta kodwa. I'm like, if bendikwazi uyenza, I think ngendiphakame ndazenzele. She felt so bad. I'm like, but why would you say that? I mean, if I could, I would. But andikwazi ngoku. But why would you shout at me? Ungakwazi uzenzela. Like you are at your lowest and the most vulnerable because now you have to ask for help. You're feeling the most, like being in hospital, you feel very vulnerable
and helpless.
And helpless. Totally. Like, that was one up until they had to buy my Kimbi.
You can't for yourself.
And Ustama, like, guys, my older sister, when she came, she was so heartbroken because she was like, this is literally serious. And this is before even the test come out about what is going on. She was like, Haibo, are you, like, it was like, Abanbaya Fika, they visit you in the afternoon. And then later on, when they come back, you worse. I'm like, Haibo, what is going on? Like, are you, like, they couldn't understand, but I'm this sick because I'll be fine. And then the next, even my brother, like, what do you I was like, because, like, no, Nico friend at the time, what bana, I izolo, I ubu gray.
Your complexion changes.
I'm like, you're ubu gray. I'm like, really? Like, I knew I couldn't walk, but I didn't understand, like, how
bad it was.
How bad it was.
I think because you were in it.
So
when you don't see it, your concern is, I need to get well.
Yes.
Like, I have a daughter that I need to look after. I can't die now.
Yeah.
And can they find what's going on?
Also, do you know when you're gonna die? You don't.
But like, you just like, God, I wanna die now.
I wanna die now. But you're like, yeah, because at that time it was the most challenging. Because it was the most challenging. Most challenging. I don't wish that for anyone. It was the most challenging.
Yes. So now they do the biopsy. I'm talking about medical test. We don't even know what a biopsy is. So they did the biopsy. Yes. So they did the biopsy.
So okay, but no,
it's fine. Do the biopsy. We'll just Google what it means.
So the test came back a week later. So 2 weeks late. Now this is 2 weeks. This it came back the Monday. So the second week they came back. They're like, no, you've got cancer.
Who's telling you this?
This is the doctor. Oh, I remember my dad was there. They told my dad. Shame.
They first told your dad before they told you.
I don't know. I think so. And
as usual, we don't speak about them because now, like, how come that's what did he like and actually, how did you feel? Actually, I should have brought the whole digital family. Like, the picture. Okay, yes.
And then they told. I think I got told first. I can't remember. And then they told him.
What do they say? You have cancer.
They're like, you've got cancer. I'm like, okay, but I think now I've got an accepting spirit, so it's serious, yes. But I was like, oh, okay, because I couldn't say answer. Like, there's literally nothing.
How did you feel is my best question. Like, because I'm very concerned about someone's emotion and mental state. So, like, I'm asking you, how did you feel? Were you relieved that they at least know what's going on, or were you just accepting because Mama so that I can process this? Or like, what was going through your mind if you were to be taken back? Well, I am dragging you back.
How did I feel? I don't think I think they tell you, okay, a normal person would process it and be like, oh, okay. I don't know whether I process it or not. And Izazi, I don't know.
Did they tell you the type of cancer that you have?
Yes.
What is it?
It was a lymphoma.
What is that?
So it's inside the tissue.
Okay.
Because they found the
lumps.
Yes. So the cancerous lumps, they were in my neck, my head, my spleen, and my abdomen.
What's a spleen?
Spleen and but
that's a spleen. Okay, we'll Google spleen. The doctor just said it affected these areas. Was there anything in your chest?
And anyway, here, like, here in my chest, yes, and part of my lungs and my abdomen, part of my abdomen as well. Yeah.
So even though your feet were swollen, there was nothing is nyawini. It was actually in your upper body.
Yeah.
Ilams so une bubbles basically upper. Okay, what causes that bubbly? Okay, so it just like we could diagnose them because the cancer it can be generic, or can you some is it genetic, not generic, genetic, or can you sometimes it just develops. So now that you know your mom knows, your dad knows, do you know their reaction or how they felt?
No,
You
I don't
don't.
know. I think one of the because when you say cancer, it's like it's
Death.
death. Yes, yeah. I think for everyone, it's death.
Did they tell you the stage it was in?
No,
They didn't. You
Mm-mm.
still don't know.
Mm-mm.
I think you have a level of nonchalance. You're like, as long as it's about right. Like,
Yeah. Also I think Mklambi, a part of me was like unfunny because it's very mental.
uh-huh.
It's very mental because now if yeah, because then I'm gonna dwell on that. Then I'm not gonna focus on getting better. I'm gonna focus on yo stage don't go yo. No.
You wanted to experience it for yourself without being scared.
I
Were you
think
scared of death at any point?
no.
You did not feel like you're gonna die.
No.
Okay. What was your perception of cancer before you were diagnosed?
It's like, yo, it leads to death. Gaffy, literally. Gaffy, it leads to death. But I wasn't scared, man. I can't say I'll be lying. I can't say I was scared. Or maybe I was, I suppressed it to the point that I don't even know how I felt at the time.
Are you someone that suppresses?
Yes, I suppress a lot.
Is that good?
It's bad. It's bad.
Maybe that's why you had lumps. It was lumps of suppression.
I suppress a lot, so I don't think I felt. I think my thing was that I want to know now from here
where do we go?
Yeah,
where do we go from? Sorry.
So I was like, I need to know, but what's gonna happen now? Yeah, what's gonna happen? And then the Monday, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And Gogo, I can't eat most. I couldn't eat, so they gave me protein shakes so that at least in the Benendo is the same. And then they were like, they're gonna transfer me. So they transferred me to Ihotiskir,
which is another public hospital.
Because abayenzi chemo. So they had to transfer. So it was going to be induction to chemotherapy. So the Friday, the 19th of January.
So you were hospitalized from the 4th of January. 5th. From the 5th of January, this is the 19th. Yes. So you've been in the hospital for 14 days, basically.
Yes.
Okay. So you're moving from one hospital to another. Yeah. Okay.
And then the Fika Pana, and then bandifaka kwenye room or isolation room. Like that's how sick I was. Bandifaka room yam dead. I'm like, this is serious.
Okay, now this is scary. Why am I being isolated?
But this is like serious. And Glenda, like I wanted like heavily sick, like but sick for real.
Meaning you were sick for real. They wouldn't put you in a heavily sick section, but you were
like people are like heavily sick. I didn't realize at that time.
I think you still don't realize.
I don't realize up until I see reaction. I'm like, oh, it's actually serious. And then I remember, like, she helped me actually. It's like, you must try to walk.
How would I keep for 2 weeks? How did that feel like? Did you let loose? Like, was your mind working? Like, okay, now I'm doing this thing.
What do you mean?
I was relieving. Like, okay,
it was.
Do you sit in your urine? Did you sit in your pee?
What do you mean? It sucks the water. It's like a pad. It sucks the water. How do we let him go? We call the nurse come and change you
because you can't change yourself. So like then you turn around and they take it out. And how does that feel like? Obviously, Zedi look, but Mahloni cool.
I don't have Mahloni. I know what Mahloni.
Yeah, it's a mess.
I don't
Hey, sikula gokula, guys. Oy.
But nyanje ofika kwabakhothi sikiri nyani ndamane ndiwalker. Azihli inyawo, they still swollen. And then what's another Saturday, they're going to put me with chemo, and see how I react. Yeah, chemo. After chemo, like that better, man. Like I could eat. Yeah, well, like
What is chemo?
It's a medicine. Like it's a.
Yes. Do they put you in a machine, or is it something that you eat?
You drip. It's a drip.
Okay.
It's different bags. It depending on the type of cancer.
Is it water?
So they first have if flash, which is but they're flashing out the whatever toxins is going. So we about manzi, and then bafake the chemo then ingene kuwe, and then aphinda bafaka manzi so that it can yambe umzimba. Okay. And then I was right. Like I was fine. I was fine, Shem. So then that was that. And then the 27th, I'm reacting better now. Like there were no side effects or whatever. And also when they're going to do chemo, they read you a whole lot of things, but it might damage your organs. You can choose not to take it. It's up to you. You just make sure you're not pregnant. But if like it's so strong that's the reason why it kills the organs, because it's a strong medication.
If they tell you these things, like it might work, it might not work, it might damage organs, how do you feel? I want to go back to that. Like at this point, what's your state of mind? Like what's making you decide, you know what, I want to try this out?
I want to get well. That was the only thing. I was like, yes. No, I was like, no, it's fine.
Do you not think, but it's not gonna work?
No.
You were very positive.
I was like, I don't have anything to lose. I may lose my life, but I have nothing to lose.
Because even if you don't go through with the chemo, you're gonna lose your life. And there are some chances when you do chemo that you might survive or live
longer. Yes, because that's what chemo is. That it's not a chobana. Okay, now you are healed. It's a medication so that it can minimize the cancer,
the spread of the cancer.
Yes, and also depends bana cancer yakho ikangakanani. So I think now it was on stage 1, if it's stage 1 or stage 0. I think I don't know, I never asked, but it may work, it may not work, it may react well, may not react well. If you say some years, you can say some years, but you can't use zoito.
Amayeza as in like
traditional
medication.
Yeah. Okay. You can use that if you want, but I wasn't zoito, so you choose. So I was like, no, I'm for it.
You're for the Western medication at this point in time.
I want the chemo. It's fine. And then chemo yam was for January, Feb, March, April, May. Because Batibana, it's a.
How was because chemo has side effects. Do you have hair?
You wanted to ask that. So when I went to hospital, I had cornrows.
Like you do now.
Like I do now. I had cornrows. And then during my hospital stay, I still had cornrows. And then, so I was discharged on the 27th of January.
December.
January.
February.
January.
January. Okay.
Because I was three weeks in hospital.
Okay.
Before I left, bandenzi chemo the actual one. So nahlala, yenzi chemo, and then for me to go home, and then mezamane ndisiya for my it was a 3-week
cycle.
3-week cycle for 8 weeks now, and yes, 4 months. But from May and May. So Dakuli controls. So I'm like, no, I'm back at home. I am managing that is controls. Little did I know.
Little did you know.
Because when I was there, I was concerned about your mama, like about cancer, and like
was like people have different beliefs that there might be witchcraft involved.
Because
like there's like a spell.
Yes.
Okay.
So Like, yo, uzawubona into zakho zizakuwa. I'm like, sendiqhele short hair, it's fine. Like,
like we got
I'm okay with
this.
this. Like,
In
it's
fact, they're
fine.
gonna put in the so
I mean,
what's this?
I mean, like I usually have short hair.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
never in guy.
Never in I usually just have short hair. So the ending, I'm like, okay, I think the Monday I was gonna go back to work, thinking but I'm strong enough to go back to work. That cool like controls. Hey bo. Xa ndisithi ibuya nenwele, like bandikhula ifreho libuya nenwele. I'm like, hibo. Hibo. Dakama. I remember seeing the picture. At that time, like I'm so distraught. Like I think it's the reality kicking in, but you're not as fun as you thought you were. Almost I'm shaving my head. Like, you know what? When I'm not coming man. Ndihamba nocheba intloko. Xa ucheba intloko, hayibo ngaphantsi ndinamachanda. But you know what? Ndisela cool girl mos. Mandidayi.
A mango.
Hayibo. Ndinamachanda. Ndinamachanda. I'm like, oh no, we can make this thing work. It's fine. We can make it work. Ndaye emsebenzini. Yo, wathi imfana. Oh, bendingokuyela. Inwele zeni. I was like, okay, no, the hair must go. Little did I know, Bana, you don't have to cover gogo. You won't have hair. Like you'll be like bald. Yani, damn, chemo. Then I was like, oh, okay, as long as I have my amashia. Yeah, I'm like, oh no, it's fine. No, it's okay. And I looked sick. I think also the shame is that you don't want to look sick. I looked sick. I'm like, I'm sick. And when you're sick, you hide yourself. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go to work. I'm gonna take a long-term sickness, and just deal with this because clearly I have not dealt with it. Haibo, Yango, April. When go to April? April. Amashare say take ngumcwe. Hayibo, nemisebe ayikho. I'm like, andisembi. Like andisembi. Dana in a black spot. My finger, what is this? Nails. That black. I'm like, okay, I did not sign up for these type
I do know that you were about to be a black eyed peas.
I'm like, I did not sign up for these. Like I was like, oh, yeah. What is going on? Like, what the hell is going on? But because you have people around you, you sometimes you forget, or you would have your moments. But sometimes you'd be like, it's not as bad as dying. You know, not like because at the year my child came back to me. So now if I'm going to, because it can say you're feeling depressed and you're feeling these type of things and you feel like everything is just falling apart. Everything is just going wrong. At that time, but you know what?
I don't.
Life is I don't even see the reason for me to live. Like there's no point in me living.
What gave you the reason to live?
You guys, like people around me, like my family, people that
okay, this is how I actually use the t-shirt.
sometimes you don't realize that people are there for you because you, as I said, you hide and you carry shame. When you say you carry shame, because now you are at your most vulnerable. Because I remember I wasn't working, so there was no income, And I had people that would send me money. They'll check up on me, like constantly checking up on me. But am I okay? But why? They've been wondering why am I so quiet? They didn't know that I'm going through something like this. And I was like, well, I'm bigger than the illness that I have. I don't have to dilahlele itaula or just give up because I'm sick. You know, I was like, no, I want to regain myself again. Because I remember Nagogin was going to be your birthday. I was like, no, do you want snacks? Not snacks in a dress sense, but I felt very ugly. I felt very ugly. I'm like, nah, I do not want people to see me like this. So yeah.
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 Also, I'm asking this all of these questions for people that don't know, right? Because I know what you went through, and I was also concerned when it was about my birthday because I wanted to celebrate my birthday and I wanted you to be there, but I know how careful you were, and how much the chemo effects maybe had on your confidence. And a part of me was like, are you gonna want to go? You know, and when you said you were coming, I was like, oh, you coming. But even when we were sitting at the table, I could tell that you were uncomfortable. You were not yourself. And I was one person that was like, me and documenting things. You know, to take not for social media, but because I've always believed that you will like regain yourself. And I wanted something that you can look back into. And you were avoiding taking pictures for yourself. You were drawing brows, like was it depends. I'd be like, show me. I was and when you went to the birthday party, I was actually very glad that you went and you enjoyed yourself. And even when we went for the sleepover at my place, you took off your wig. You were like, oh, I asked that done for the day, and yeah, I was like, let me also shave my head because I was that cool student at the time, and I was like, okay, let me just go bald as well so that you don't have to go bald alone. But still, it's not the same because not the bald because it's wena as cool, and it doesn't look like this are cool. That was another thing. It was worrisome. Like, where is the hair?
Where is the hair?
Because you have big hair, like you build to the type of hair, and now, like,
Where's the hair?
where's the where's the Oh, my friend, I'm trying to make the situation as light as I can, but it was very very heavy. So were you how's your relationship with God at that point in time? You're like, God, why me? Like, I'm not a strong soldier. Like, what is going on? God, what's going on? Like, were you asking questions? Were you angry at him? Did your faith keep you going? What was the relationship with God at that point in time? I'm asking this because yeah, I want to know. I know, I love you.
um
As you gather your thoughts, I thought Kanye would be here. It's actually going quite well. Okay. Oh,
how is my relationship with God?
how's your relationship with God?
Um
Honestly, so God knows your relationship.
Yeah,
so I'm not gonna lie to the camera.
but no, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But I was faithful. I was faithful because I was like, a year from now we'll be laughing at this. You know, not laughing, making jokes, but we'll laugh and look back how great he is. One, I never doubted God. I never doubted God. I honestly, because as I said, I'm someone that if something happens, I allow it to happen. And this would mean say, oh, I no, got it. No, I'm not someone like that. I've got an accepting spirit. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go through this. I am My faith is going to be strong because at that time there were people calling me like, hi, chemo suyisebenzisa, which it was good because at one they experienced a family member that had gone through
chemo and they didn't make it.
They had cancer and they did not make it. So I was like, no, I'm going to go through the chemo. I want God. I want to be the testimony banner. No, I did it and I managed to, because chemo yam like 31st of May. And xa ugqiba ichemo yakho phaa bakuringele ibell because abanye abantu don't get the chance to ring the bell. So it's a victory for you. And I went back to work 2 months later and I was fine. I was fine. And when I said, Banubuzo, where have you been? And I told them, and then they'll be like, Aibo, you manage, because there are people that don't make it. So I cannot thank God enough. And honestly, even I missed Uzkombe that year. I was like,
yeah. That year. You said a year, like a year from now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I even missed my chemo session. I went to Joburg for Ipasika. I'm like, sick or not sick, I'm going to go and thank God and worship God because Babetanda, he would have just ended my life. But he gave me a second chance. Yeah.
Another chance. How did your daughter feel? Did you, at what stage did you tell your daughter? Because you told your colleagues and they were like, you made it. How did your daughter feel? No, how was like telling your daughter?
I wanted to make it light. I didn't want it to like burden her because you shared with me, Mana, with your mom when she was sick, you wanted to know because should something happen and then you didn't know, then you'd be like, she didn't trust me enough not to tell me. Yeah. So I was like, and those are Steve and then she would wonder about why Zanzi when So Dambiza namuza chumya yezi cancer. Yes, cancer. But he ever and cancer. But anduzofa chomi.
You made that promise to
Yes,
her.
I was like, no, I'm not gonna die. I'm just gonna go for treatment. I'm not gonna die. And then I think she understood Oganye because of my approach and the deliverance. She didn't dwell. Oganye, she didn't have. I don't know.
Did it bring you guys closer?
It did because she would, because we have a routine every morning. We have a routine every morning. So
What's the routine?
Is to pray every day before going to school.
I know people don't know. They're like, what's the routine? Time you go and jog.
Come on at 5. Every morning we pray. Okay. Every morning we pray. So it did also me being at home because it was the first time in a long time me being with her. So I got a chance to be a mom again. I got a chance to find out who she is because the last time I was with her she was still young. Yeah, so it brought us close.
Sorry.
No,
No, I can't. Yes, continue. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So yeah, it did bring us closer, and I think umtana, you just need to treat them as a grown up so that they understand because
they're not as young as we think they are.
They're not. They're not. They can see things. They know things. So I just told her straight up, but this is what's up. But I'm not gonna die.
And you didn't die.
And I didn't die.
Okay. Yeah. So like for people that are going through that, what would you say to them? Like, what's your go thing? What was the one thing that helped you the most, or what do you think will help them the most?
Look, not everyone is a believer. Not everyone is a Christian. Not everyone
is spiritual.
Is spiritual. Yeah, well, but don't hide it. Don't, because you don't know how many people are suffering. And yeah, don't carry shame. Don't carry shame. People go through things. There are people that they go through bigger things than you think. Just like your family, just have a support structure. Don't go through things alone. As long as you have people in your corner, I think if you have people in your corner, it's easy to manage life. It's very easy to manage life. Now I am a believer again. So my faith and and
Your
also
family.
and my family and my friends.
Yeah.
They were there.
3 Fs. Faith, family, friends, in that order.
So like I had people. People. My friends bought me. You remember when I came back? Used Enzim bought me flowers and the
Yes.
card.
Oh, and you sobbed like a baby. Oh, you cried so much. I couldn't even do those cute things of videoizing and whatnot.
And I still have the card.
Yeah, you still have it in your
My room.
dressing table and stuff. Yeah, yours, Joe.
So
Do you carry a sense of like maybe feel like burdened or have the responsibility to share with other? No, you can go and. It's like what? Okay. Do you feel like the need to be a cancer ambassador? I want to represent cancer. Do you like want to shumayela this bangele that you too can do it?
no. No.
Like now, people are gonna watch this and you're gonna be the cancer girl.
I'm already. But like if people want to ask questions, because it's not people. It's not people that are going through cancer that we reach out to. It's people that have family members that go through it. So they don't know how to navigate because it's something that's deadly. It's something that's deadly, and it's a shocker, and it's scary. It is scary. It's very scary. But you just need to have a positive mindset.
That in this
That I'm going to, you need to, and you need to fight. Like you have to fight. You need to have a will. You need to have a will. Like with Kalbana, like I'm going to see this through. Like there's nothing else. There's nothing else. But you just need to have a positive mindset, and you need to have people around you. You need to have people that are constantly there for when.
So life after chemo and all of that, has your lifestyle changed?
And I used to drink a lot.
The bottle.
I used to drink a lot, and when they go through the checks, they ask you, do you drink, do you smoke? Because alcohol, it does cause cancer, and it's the not main factor, but it is
as a contribution.
Yeah, it's got a huge contribution if you are seller. So I don't drink.
I hear sugar and microwave as well.
A lot of things, like a lot of things.
Is it not boring that you need to be cautious?
It is boring. It's boring because you are used to this lifestyle. Now you have to change. You need to adjust, and adjusting is not always simple. Like you can do it the next day. No,
it takes time.
It takes time. You need to keep a healthy lifestyle, like exercise. Law.
How's that going?
Well, I walk, sissy.
When last did you walk, Yola?
Ebo.
I almost gave you a mic.
About that, follow me.
Where can people follow you?
On Instagram. But it's nothing about cancer. It's just me.
I'm not saying that it has everything to do with cancer. Like, where can people follow you?
On Instagram.
You are?
Yola Denise. If they search Yola Denise,
find. No, you're not find cancer on Instagram. You find the hair care products.
Yes.
Because you are branching off into selling hair products.
Yes.
Inspired by the cancer.
No,
Actually, we should have brought the
we
product.
should. Also, with the, because when your hair grows, most it's like
Oh, where else did you not have hair? Is it just the hair and the breast?
yanking down that
What
hair.
do you mean?
I know
Like,
people know your pubic hair everywhere, and then
is that nicer that because now you don't need to shave?
Yes, I think it's nice. That's the nice part.
I need to always search for the lights.
But in baziyamka yonke indawo enenwele. Inzipho they when I finished I was like, okay, cool, I'm back at work, but inzipho samsemnyama. So I think for the first 3 months didn't have any nails because I was like avoid no and I just didn't like the black nails. I did not like the black nails. So after about maybe 3 months, September, October, zaphinda zawela back kwikhala yazo, and inwele zaphinda zakhula after chemo because into ezibuyisa inwele chemo because it's a strong medication. Zabuya zabe zitsiritsiri, so ndazicheba so that I can get my hair again, like the quality hair that I have. And then I just go for checkups and go.
So people can follow you on Instagram. You will be posting the
My
products
hair
that you
products.
yeah, she is selling products for hair. That's not a joke. So just take pictures and post so that when people want to order, they can find the things on social media. And you guys can also follow me on Instagram as Zintle Limba on Instagram as well. Instagram Zintle Limba and TikTok Zintle Limba. Okay, that's it from me.
That's it from me. Thank you for having me. That's a wrap. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing a part of you. We've been meaning to shoot this. Yeah,
and also it's not, sorry to cut you. It's not every day. It's different. Even now, even if every day is different. Every day is different. You get triggers. I get triggered, Nam. If someone dies,
am I next?
Am I next? Literally, I'm like, am I next? I'm like, am I not going to reach a certain age? Like every day, like it makes you self-cautious or yourself aware. But you got to think. I need to live my life the best way I can, and not leave anything unsaid or undone, or tell people that you love them or whatever. But every day is different. Not every day is glorious and beautiful. There are some gloomy days.
And you don't go around every day telling people that you love them. Meaning that you haven't learned the lesson. You're supposed to be this loving spirit. I just wanted them to also know that you're an actual person. Like you don't go around. Do you go around? Don't go around. Don't go around saying I love you, life is too short. Like it didn't make you poetic or this philosopher.
Oh no.
You're just a normal girl.
I'm just a normal me.
You're just fun.
People that are around me, okay? People that are around me.
It's not like you have a lot of people around you.
What do you mean?
Just pretend, I guess. I'm like, okay, never around. We know that you love us, but also like, like when people have like suffered from, not suffered, but suffered is the wrong word. But when people have like regained themselves from a traumatic experience or a fatal experience, they tend to live their lives differently. You've continued being yourself. Obviously, you've grown. You have certain lessons, but I don't want like people to have a conception in that like you are this. Like
no, I'm still me.
You still have a personality.
I'm still
like
me.
The case that didn't take that away.
No,
oh, thanks God.
No, it didn't. It took my memory away. Yeah,
it did.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you pulled my hair?
Come on.
Partially.
I do remember. I remember that again yesterday. I remember.
So you were very intentional about that.
What do you mean? You beat me up?
Guys, I'm so glad that you came and shared your part. We're friends, guys. Abanye that are watching this might find it insensitive or whatnot. we joke about it quite a
Talk
lot.
about a lot of things.
Like we joked about it while you were actually going through it, and maybe some jokes were bad than others. Maybe they scared you. I don't remember how I reacted when I found out
How
that
did you? You
that you
cried for
had
days, for 40
cancer.
days and 40
No,
nights.
remember I didn't cry. But what made me scared was seeing Umama. Umama, you know, is a very strong woman and she's a woman of faith. But there was a time where she said, "Zindana kanintanda." You know, behind every faithful woman there is a human being. When she said that, I knew, but no, we need to soldier on. And luckily, we are these people that pray constantly. We pray for one another because it's not like we family. So, and then when I went to the hospital and I saw your stomach and how big it was and the fact that it had a lot of water, I remember going to a prayer room in Lille and I cried. I was really looking at my flower. Oh my God, she can die. Not now. I really cried. I think that was the only time where I actually cried. No, I cried that day. Because I went no snazo to check up on you. I could like tell you're gonna be fine. I continued to pray with you and for you. I knew you're gonna be fine. I wasn't scared that you were gonna die. But like when I saw, I was like, hey, too much. I have too much faith and I'm not speaking to you or asking you, like, let me play my part. I was scared when I saw the sister part. And when I saw you couldn't like finish, what is this? Pineapple. Because the pineapple was the one thing, and then put it to her hand. I was like, hey, yabona manje. But I'm a grateful girl. One will be the best bed, the drama. So yeah, but like you have so much resilience and zeal. Like like a lot of people know you for being fun and whatever they know you for. They don't know the how faithful you are and how much faith you have. You have a lot of faith. Like your faith surpasses mine. Like you look at something, and I remember this one time when I went for a job interview and I couldn't get a hold of the manager, and you were like, was I physically on the to the building where I was being interviewed? You were like, ubuthembele manager okanye ubuthemba uNkulunkulu. Like I had to make a choice. Like, why are you being dramatic? Like giving me the ultimatum right at the doorstep of the interview. And right there I made a choice that I trust God and I got the job. So seeing you practice what you preach, like I have utmost respect for you. I think like cancer but when you took it like I don't know plan kuthiwa i-reverse nomboko wayo like you ayisana yomboko you were like you here so yomboko you were like mboko I'll never be defeated by you. So you did quite well, my friend. I think you made it easy for us as well, people that support you, made it easy for your family as well. But sometimes you know we are scared that you suppress quite a lot. So bagging Z. How do you feel? I always ask this, like every time I saw you, I was like, Chama, how do you feel? And like I'm the one I bag her because she doesn't want to go through her feelings. I will go to the last detail up until I'm like, and I'm gonna wait for her to cry. If she cries, then we're gonna continue. Because you don't talk. Yola is very quiet. People might not know this. She's very quiet, very reserved. So yeah, I made it my job to bag you and be there for you as much as I could.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, thank you for allowing me to be there. You could have decided. I'm full of friends. Mama, valani mnyango. Like, you could have
Yo,
decided.
party. I'm full of friends. Dife, double math.
Yeah. So thank you, man. Yeah.
Sure.
I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Ngingathela ne-week mhlawumbi like ozivayo
Hayi bona zinwele i-weekend oluko.
i-week umuntu angabe engayazi shamqoma inoba bendichebe inkqayi for nje i-fashion.
Hayi abantu ngocela izandla nkosi yami usafuna i-wig. You can support a business then she can buy herself wig. Buy the products then you can buy yourself a wig.
Yes.
Yes. Are you scared that your hair might fall again?
For ndizikhusele zam
I don't know.
for a good 6 months I was scared of growing hair.
Because you felt like there's open as you. As the feeling was strong and the quality is back to its normality. I can see you also have lashes.
Namashia.
and brows. Did the pubic hair grow back?
Yeah.
Oh, that is boring. Okay, okay, Bafana. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this vlog. And this is Yola Deniso. Say your name?
Yola Deniso.
Yola Deniso. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this vlog. Please do like, comment,
And
and
subscribe.
subscribe. Bobiana.
Bobiana.
I have hair under this wig. Unlike some people a year ago.
Cut the camera. Cut. Johnny, Susie microphone. Tell you.
Boring.
So be sure young kwaza.
Oh, yeah. No. I switched off the mic. I